Welcome everyone. Let's begin our lesson for today by going over the learning goals and success criteria. First, what are we learning? We're learning how to select the most efficient method of finding a solution to a system of linear equations, how to find the slope and y-intercept of a function from an equation, how to graph linear functions using slope and y-intercept, how to graph multiple linear functions on the same plane and find the point of intersection, how to solve systems of equations algebraically using the elimination method, and how to solve systems of equations algebraically using the substitution method. How are we learning it? Through the Systems of Linear Equations Reassessment Assignment and the Linear Functions MYP Assessment. When can we use this information? To find economic solutions to financial problems, such as income versus expenses and supply versus demand, and to determine the best way to complete a task when there are multiple ways to complete the task, such as putting up a new fence in the backyard. How do you know you learned it? By getting a score of 4 on the Systems of Linear Equations Reassessment Assignment and a 4 on the Systems of Linear Equations MYP Assessment Assignment. Now let's take a look at our agenda for today. We will begin by going over the learning goals and success criteria. While we do that, you'll turn in your Systems of Linear Equations study guide. After that, if you have not already gotten a 4 on the Systems of Linear Equations assessment, you will be taking the reassessment on Illuminate. If you have already passed it with a 4, you will move on and do the Systems of Equations MYP assessment assignment on Desmos. Then at the end of class, we'll go back over our learning goals and success criteria while you fill out your before you go. Your only homework for tonight is to work on any incomplete assignments that you may have.
Let's talk now about how to sign in to Desmos to complete your work. So what we're going to do is you're going to click on the link to go to the assignment, and it should take you to a page that looks kind of like this. And right here where it says sign in with Google, we're going to click there. And it's going to pop up with our email accounts. You're going to click on your school email account, and it should already have you logged in because you should have already been logged in using Google Classroom. From there, I'm just going to click Start the Activity, and it will take me into the assignment and allow me to begin. So that's how you will log in to Desmos using Google.
Let's take a look now at the Systems of Equations MYP assessment. The assignment begins with our learning goals and success criteria. If we scroll down, there's a link here to the Desmos activity. Go ahead and click on that link, and it should take you to a page that looks like this. We'll go ahead and click Start the Activity. The activity begins with the learning goals and success criteria. We'll go ahead and click Next. Now here we see the instructions. It says that you can use a calculator. Everything that needs to be rounded to 3 decimal places. And essentially make sure all your answers are put into the appropriate boxes. So we'll go ahead and click Next. And it gives us our first few questions. The first one says, given the line y equals 1/2 x minus 4, answer the following questions. So it says state the number of solutions that exist. So you're going to state how many solutions exist with this equation and this one. And then you'll do that for each of the questions. And make sure that you justify your answer. So state how you know that's to be true. And we'll click Next. And it says solve the system of equations to the right. So it gives you a system here. So first thing you're going to do is state what the most appropriate method is. So you'll put that here and then state why that's the most appropriate method. Then here you're going to answer for both x and y, and you'll put it in coordinate form. So you'll have, for instance, x is 2 and y is 4, something like that. So it should look like that. Then you'll do it again for this system, and then you'll click Next. The next one says a clerk earns $125 per day plus a commission equal to 10% of her sales. The clerk earns less than $180 on Monday. Enter an inequality that represents all the possible values for the clerk's sales. So you're going to write this as an inequality based on the information that was given. Then we'll click Next again. Now this one has a graph here that represents the amount of money that you're bringing in through your restaurant and the amount of money that you're putting out as a cost of production for your restaurant. And then you'll answer the questions here. Then we'll click Next. This one talks about a plumbing issue that cost money to repair. So you'll go ahead and answer these questions about that. And then once you're done, you'll go back to your Google form and click Next. This will take you to your before you go. Go ahead and fill out your before you go and then submit your work on Google Classroom.